screen. Okay, can any students unmute the mic and let me know that you can see my screen?
Can.
Okay, thank you.
Can, Miss.
Okay, thanks. So we are supposed to continue questions number 3, okay? And then until number 8, okay? So the last few questions is to solve the simultaneous equation with the inverse matrix method. So previously we done until number 2. So basically today discussion is more on the determinant, right? So number 3, we start with the determinant first. Okay, evaluate the determinant. Okay, so for questions number 3, right, they just ask you to evaluate, okay? So I want you to take note, okay? When come to the matrices, we can, using a bracket, a round bracket or the square bracket to represent the matrix, okay? But if you see, there are 2 straight lines, okay? The 2 straight lines. So please take note, the straight line here referring to determinant. This is a symbol for determinant. Okay, be careful when you use it. Okay, so all these notations with the meanings. Okay, now, so for A and B is actually the determinant for 2 by 2 matrices. Okay, so I think for the first one it should be very simple, right? Can I have, okay, hold on. So remember when come to just a recap, okay, when come to the determinant for 2 by 2, okay, when we want to calculate the value, remember, we will multiply them with this direction. So I put a cross, okay? Then you need to subtract. So that means 3 times 4 minus 7 times negative 2. Okay, so for part A, we will calculate as 3 times 4, 12, minus negative 14, okay? Then which is 26, okay? So that's how we calculate, right? Okay, always minus. Okay, can I have the solution for B? Is there any one of you can give me the solution for B? Okay, Cheng Hao, do you have a solution for B?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, can you snap the photo?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Okay, so I just join in, okay? So Saad, we are in the questions B right now. Okay, let's see what is the solution from Cheng Hao. Okay, later we'll proceed to C. Okay, so you can see for CDE, then the calculation for the determinant will be more calculation. Okay, more calculation for 3 by 3 determinant. Okay, so Cheng Hao solution is here. For okay, this one. Okay, so this is the solution. Okay, so this is the solution. Yes?
I think it's supposed to be E2x instead of 4x squared because it's plus, not multiply.
Which one you're... Okay, you are mentioned B.
Final answer. Yeah, final answer for B. I think it's 10E2x.
Okay, so yeah, I think I saw the error here. Okay, let's have a look from the beginning. Okay, thank you. Okay, so okay, let's check from the beginning. So when E2x multiplies by -4, correct? Minus 2E3x multiplies 7E minus x. So multiply -4E2x, this one correct. So this one will be -14. Okay, so for the multiplication, right, we will add the exponent, the power. So 3x plus -x will be 2x, correct? Then this one become a plus. Okay, so if we, let's say we do a plus, so it's a 10. Okay, it's a 10 E2x. Okay, so yeah, the error is this part. Okay, so can you see this one? They are two same things, right? E2x and E2x. So we take 14 minus 4, which is a 10. So 10 E2x. So the concept for this step, right, is similar as if we are taking -4x plus 14x, our answer is actually 10x. Okay, because they are having the same term, we can add or we can subtract, right? So for this case, we get 10x. So same things when goes to E2x, that means our final answer is E2x. Okay, so this one is the correct one. Okay, Cheng Hao, is that okay?
Yes, Miss, clear.
Okay, thank you. So how about the rest of the students? So the correct answer should be 10E2x. Okay, 10E2x. Okay, now let's proceed to C. Okay, I will show the solution for C again, okay, as a recap. Then after that, I want to see your solution or answer for the rest of it. Okay, so for question C, right, okay. So as I mentioned last time, okay, let me put it bigger. Okay, as I mentioned last time, when we want to find the determinant for 3 by 3 matrix, right, we can use any row or any column. Okay, I already explained. That's why we have 6 methods to calculate it. Okay, however, okay, as I say, we can just fix to one row so that we don't get confused with the sign pattern as well. So before I continue, okay, so just to remind you the sign pattern. Okay, so what is the sign pattern? So the sign pattern is actually plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, and plus, minus, plus. So this is a sign pattern. Okay, sign pattern. So when we're using the first row, okay, for the calculation of the determinant, okay, so we're taking the, let's say we look, then we're taking the sign for the first row, right? Okay, so that means it's a plus, then minus, then plus. Okay, then after that, we are taking the value for the first row, so 3, 4, and minus 1. Okay, then after that, okay, we're taking the 4 values for the determinant of 2 by 2. Okay, so when we start with the first column, number 3, so we block the first column. So we have values of 0, -3, 7, and -2. So when come to number 4, right? Okay, number 4. So I block the second column. So I write the rest of the value. Okay, and when come to the third value, -1, I brought the third column. So I have a values of 2, 1, 0, -3. Okay, so this is the determinants that you need to find. Okay, then next we are going to evaluate each determinant. So for the first one, we have a 3. Determinant will be 0 times -2, so 0. minus with negative 3 times 7, so negative 21. Okay, so then next one minus 4. Okay, so minus 4, we have 2 times negative 2, so negative 4. Then 1 minus 1 times 7, so minus 7. Okay, so next one we have plus negative 1, so which is a minus 1. Okay, then 2 times negative 3, negative 6, minus 0. Okay, so this is the values here. Okay. Okay, then 3 times 21. Okay, then we evaluate each one of them. So 3 times 21. Then here minus 4 times negative 11. Then plus 6. Okay, I simplify it. Okay, students, what is the answer? What do you get?
113.
Yes, 113. Okay, you get 113. Okay, so now, okay, let us have a look with the second one. Yes, okay, so I give 113. 113 is correct. So let's proceed to D. Okay, so can I have the workings? I'm not sure whether you have done. Kai Feng, have you done the question? Kai Feng? Tang Kai Feng, are you here? Not yet, not finished yet. Okay. Okay, Sutesh, have you done the question?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, can you show your workings for D?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so Kai-Feng, make sure you do it now. For the rest of the students who haven't done it, okay, please do it now. Because there's a lot of calculation for engineering maths. So you really need to practice if you want to understand it better. Okay, for others, okay, make sure you, if you haven't finished, make sure you do it now. So if you always using the first row for your calculation, you just need to take note that the second one, the one at the middle, is a negative sign. So the rest is positive. But of course, it still depends on the values. I mean the sign pattern. Okay. So, but it still depends. Then other sign, the sign can become from the values at the first row also. So you need to take note. Okay. So let's have a look with the solution from Sutej. D, okay. Okay, for those are practicing now, please check your solution. Okay, so for questions D, right? Okay. Okay, so Sutesh also using the first row. Okay. So far I can see, okay, positive, negative. Okay, the negative, this one, the negative 3 is come from the values using the first row. Okay, then blocking the first column, 2, -462, correct. Blocking the second column, -5, -162. Then blocking the third column, -5, -1, 2, -4, correct. Okay, then proceed to find the determinant. Okay, so yep, this is correct. Then -4, -5 times 2 minus 6 times -1, correct. -3 times -5 times -4 minus 2 times -1, correct. Okay, then do the calculation. So the final answer -22 is correct. Okay, the final answer -22 is correct. Okay, so far any question? Is that clear? For the two questions that we have gone through, C and D. Is that clear for C and D?
Yeah, clear, Miss.
Yeah. Okay, so there's one more questions for E, okay? So let's check the answer, okay? Let's check the answer. What is the answers do you all get? May I have, okay, anyone? What is the answer for E? Oh, there are two different answers. One is -40, the other one is -328. So it's supposed to be -328. Okay, so the answer is -328. Okay. Okay, then. Okay, I think just now when Sutesh posed the solution, okay, there is a solution for E as well. Okay, so if you don't get it right, maybe you can refer to his solution here. Okay, so this is the answer for E. Okay, this is the answer for E. This is the solution. Okay, you can check this out. So +8, then this one become +2 because you have a negative sign, then with a -2, the values here, so it's a +2. Then the last one is a plus, but there is a plus of -10, so become -10. So the first one is +8. Okay, then blocking the first column, then this is a values, blocking the second column, 2, 6, -2, 8, yes. Blocking the third column, 2, -3, 6, and 3. Okay, yes, correct. Okay, then we solve it and we get -3, 2, 8. Okay, so this is correct. Okay, so this is the answer for E. Okay, please check your solution. Okay. Then I would like to move on to the next question. Okay, next for number 4. Okay, so for number 4 is to solve for the unknown, okay? So in order to solve this, then you need to understand the operation, okay? So how to solve for the first one, okay? Okay, so now when you look at part A, right? Okay, for part A, the unknown is at the left hand side. So you need to simplify this part by the addition here. Okay, so there are two matrices with the same dimension, then you can add them up, right? So can I have a students to tell me the elements in the matrix? Okay. Let me have, okay, let me go for the top. Excel, can you tell me what are the values in the matrix? Excel, are you here? You want to unmute your mic? Will be easier. Because I'm not sure whether how you're going to type it. What is the answers in the addition part? Excel, are you here?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the first element here?
Negative 3y plus y.
Okay, negative 3y plus y, which is negative 2y. Okay, so how about this one?
Y plus 3.
Y plus 3. Okay, then the one at the bottom?
3.
3. 2 plus 1, 3. Then?
Negative 3 plus x.
Negative 3 plus x. Yes, correct. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so now this is the question. Okay, you try to simplify the one at the left. Okay, so by evaluate the addition. Then after that, what you need to do is to compare the values, okay, of the left and also the right. Okay, so let's say we solve for the y first. Okay, you have one unknowns of y here. So that means negative 2y equals to negative 2. So y equals to 1. Okay, so already solve the y, then we solve for the x. Okay, so this part and this part, right? So negative 3 plus x equals to negative 1. So x equals to negative 1 plus 3, so which is 2. Okay, x equals to 2. Okay, that's how we solve for the unknown. Okay, then next will be question B. Okay, so these questions involve the multiplication, okay, of the matrices. So that means now you have to take the multiplication of these matrices, okay? So now, can I have a students to tell me this? Okay, Benny, Benny, what is the dimension of the first matrix? What is the dimension of the first matrix? Danny, are you here? Danny?
Yes.
Okay, what is the dimension of the first matrix?
3 by 3.
Okay, 3 by 3. How about the second one?
3 by 1.
Okay, 3 by 1. Okay, 3 by 3, 3 by 1. Okay, since these two are the same, so we can multiply. Okay, then may I know after multiply, what is the matrix you get? What is the order of the matrix you get? Sorry?
3 by 1.
Yes, 3 by 1. Okay, correct, 3 by 1. So you will get a 3 by 1 matrix. Okay, so when you multiply, we're taking the row from the first matrix to multiply by the column of the second matrix. Okay, so then you will continue the second row and also the column, then the third row and the column. So that's how we get the 3 values here. Okay, so 3 by 1 matrix. So you will get the answer of negative 15, negative 38, and 13. Okay, students, please take note. I made changes here. There are some error, so I made the changes. So you should follow the one that I amended, negative 15. Okay, okay. So now you multiply taking rows by column. So for the first one, okay, we have negative 1 times negative 1, which is 1. Then plus 4 times 2, which is 8. Then plus 3 times 4y. So that means it's a 12y. Okay, so that's how we actually multiply them. Okay, then second row, 2 times negative 1, negative 2. 2x times 2 is a 4x. Then plus 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, then last row will be 3 times negative 1, negative 3. Then plus 0. Then plus negative 2 times 4y, which is a negative 8y. Okay, negative 8y. So next we need to simplify this. So when we simplify this one, okay, so what we get here, okay, so at the top we have 9 plus 12y, then negative 2 plus 2 is 0, so we have 4x, then negative 3 minus 8y. Okay, so this is after simplified. Then we will compare the values at the left and also values at the right, right? Okay, so if we solve for the y first, okay, so we may take this value to solve for the y. So that means 9 plus 12y equals to negative 15. So 12y equals to negative 6. So y equals to negative 6 over 12, so which is negative 1 over 2. So y equals to negative 1 over 2. Huh? Okay. Okay.
Hi, Miss.
Yes.
The 9, right, you bring over shouldn't be minus, meh? So it's
Sorry.
negative 15 minus 9.
Okay, yeah. My bad. Thank you. Okay, so negative 50 minus 9, negative 24. So the answer is negative 2. Okay, y equals to negative 2. Okay, okay, so next one is the 4x and negative 38. So x equals to negative 38 over 4. Okay, so cancelling down, what do you get for the, is it negative 38? Oh, yes. Okay, so, okay.
Hi, Miss. Sorry to
Yes.
disturb. But the second row, right, it should be 4y. The negative 2 plus 4x plus 4y, not 2.
Okay, sorry, wait, 2 negative 2, 4x plus, okay, I multiply it wrongly. It should be 1 times 4y, okay. Okay, very sorry. So this one, okay, 4y here. Let me check again. Is there any error? Okay. So that means, okay, my bad. Okay, so here will be negative 2 plus 4x, 4y. Okay. Wait, sorry, I see wrongly. Okay, so first row settle, then second row. Okay, for second row, negative 2 plus 4x plus 4y equals to negative 38, right? So we substitute the y that we obtained just now. So negative 2 plus 4x plus 4 times negative 2. Okay, so we have negative 8, negative 2, so negative 10. So 4x equals to negative 38 plus 10, which is negative 28. Okay, then okay, find the values of x. Negative 7. Okay, so y is negative 2, x is negative 7. X should be negative 7, not positive 7, sad. Okay. Okay, so is that okay? Oh, so just now, Sutesh is the one who answered, is it? So no wonder. Why I found the voice is different. Okay. Now, B done, right? So,
Miss,
yes.
I've got a question about the bracket. Can you go up a bit? Yeah. Okay. So this square bracket, right? So we use that when we are combining the matrices, is it?
Square bracket. Oh, okay. you are talking about A or B?
A.
A. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah, the bracket in the A here is not referring to matrices. The notation for matrix is just a normal bracket. Like a normal bracket, we bracket our equation. Okay. So, yeah, basically this bracket, right? If we don't put it, then it's fine.
Okay, what about the bottom one?
The bottom one, oh, okay. So as the bottom one, this one is actually the bracket I use for matrix. So as I mentioned just now, matrix we can using square or we using round.
Okay, miss.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sutesh looks very detailed, okay. I can see he's a very detailed person. Since the first class, actually, I do notice. Yeah. Okay, then let's move on. Okay, questions 4 settled. Then we will continue to find the inverse. So number 5 is only inverse. There are 2 by 2 and also for 3 by 3. Okay, so when come to inverse, I want you all to take note because if you don't know how to do the inverse, you don't know how to solve for the following question, right? So let's understand how to find the inverse first. Okay, let's start with the 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so remember how we find the inverse. Okay, so when we want to find the inverse, we will put a superscript of -1. Okay, superscript of -1. Okay, then we need the determinant first. Okay, so let's find the determinant. So when come to determinant, I put 2 straight line. Okay, so I realize students not really take note on this notation. So because for the determinant, we must have a 2 straight line. Okay, cannot be a square bracket or the round bracket, must be 2 straight line. Okay, so now I need students to tell me how to calculate this. Can I have, okay, why Benny not answer to me? Just now is not Benny, right? Okay, Benny, I'm still calling for Benny.
Yes, miss.
Okay, how to find this determinant? Can you tell me?
3 times 7 in brackets.
Okay, 3 times 7 in the bracket. Okay, then minus?
Minus -1 times -4 in brackets.
Okay. Yep, correct. So that means 21 plus 4, okay? So which is 25. Okay, so
Miss, I think it's minus.
in the bracket, oh yeah.
Yeah, in the brackets already positive.
Okay, -4. Okay, so 17. Yes, okay, 17. Okay, then next is 1/17. Okay, then you need to find the adjoint of the matrix. Adjoint of the matrix. So for your revision, okay, adjoint of the matrix, remember, we are going to swap these two values. So become 7 and 3. Then for another 2 values here, we will inverse the sign. So -4 become +4, -1 become +1. Okay, then the next things we will bring in the 1/17. Okay, so multiply each element by 1/17. So we have 7/17, then 4/17, then 1/17, and 3/17. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, done, right? Okay, so let's proceed to B. How we evaluate how we find the the inverse for B. Okay, I think this one we need the space. Okay. Okay, so same things goes to the 2 by 2. When we come to the 3 by 3, we also need the determinant. Then we need to find the adjoint of the matrix. But before you can find the adjoint of the matrix, you need to find the cofactor. Okay, so before that, let's look at the determinant. So we put 2 straight lines to indicate determinant. Okay, so we have 1, 5, negative 2, 3, minus 1, 4, and negative 3, 6, and negative 7. Okay, so now what is the sign pattern? Okay, so remember the sign is actually positive, then negative, then positive, right? Then if I'm taking the first row, I'm taking number 1, number 5, and negative 2. Okay, then after that, okay, we need to find the determinant. Okay, so now can I have the values in the first determinant, right? Ilalam, okay, can you tell me what should I put the values for the first determinant?
Negative 1 and 4. 6 and negative 7.
Okay, how about second one?
Second one will be 3 and 4. Negative 3 and negative 7.
And the last?
The last will be 3 and negative 1. Negative 3 and 6.
Yes, correct. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so now let's proceed. Okay, so next we need to calculate the determinant. So the first one is positive 1. Okay, may I know what is a determinant for the first one? Okay, Kritakon, what is a determinant for the first one? Kritakon, are you here? Kritakon?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss. I'm here.
Okay,
Wait,
how to calculate this one? Which number multiply which one?
Negative 1 and negative 7.
So we get a 7 minus?
24.
Okay, 24. Okay, correct. Okay, then how about the second part?
Negative 21 minus negative 12. So it's plus 12.
So yeah, become plus 12. Okay, then this is minus 2. Then?
24 and...
Oh, 24, 3 times 6.
18.
18.
Minus 3.
3. Okay, correct. Okay, so now calculate the value.
Negative.
The final answer?
Yeah. All together. Okay, wait. Negative 2.
Negative 2, correct. Okay, thank you. Okay, so your answer is negative 2, the determinant for part B. Okay, so next we need to find the cofactor matrix. Okay, to find the cofactor matrix, okay, so that means, okay, so for your revision, cofactor matrix, you need to take the, since there are 9 values in the matrix, so you need to find each cofactor values, okay? So for the first cofactor value, that means when I'm calculating number 1, okay, so I'm blocking the first column and first row, okay, and I have to follow the sign. So remember the sign pattern. Okay, so the sign pattern, so we follow this sign pattern. Okay, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay, this is a sign pattern we follow. Okay, so for the first row, I'm having plus, minus, then plus. Okay. Then after that, okay, then we have start from the first row, first value. So I'm blocking the first column and first row. I have minus 1, 6, 4, and negative 7. Okay. Then for the second determinant, for the second value, okay, for the second value, then I'm blocking the first row and second column. So I have 3, negative 3. Then 4 and negative 7. Okay, then next one is a plus, okay? Okay, so for a plus sign, okay, so now come to this value, then I'm blocking first row and third column, so I have 3 minus 1, negative 3 and 6. Okay, so that's how I calculate the cofactor values for each element. Okay, so now come to second row. Second row, the sign is actually minus, plus, then minus. Okay, minus, plus, minus. Okay, can I have the students to tell me what are the values here? Okay, so can I have another students? Okay. Junho? Okay, Junho? Okay, how about this value? What should I put in the determinant?
5, negative 2.
Okay, then?
6 and negative 7.
Okay, second one? Come to this one.
1 and negative 2.
Okay, then?
Negative 3 and negative 7.
Yes, correct. Okay, and the last one?
1, 5, negative 3 and 6.
Yep, correct. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so next we will proceed to the last row. Last row, the sign pattern will be plus, minus, plus. Okay, plus, minus, plus. So I would like to have another students to tell me what are the values here. Okay, so next students, Jing Yan.
5, negative 2.
5, negative 2, correct.
Negative 1, 4.
Okay, then next one.
1,
1,
negative 2, negative 2.
1,
3,
negative.
4.
Okay, and the last one?
1, 5, negative 3, negative 3.
Is it negative 3? Blocking last row and last column. Should be positive 3, negative 1. Is that correct? We're blocking the last row and the last column. Okay? Can you hear me? Last row and last column, so should be 1, 5, 3, negative 1, not negative 3. Okay, okay, so yeah, so this is the determinants that we need to calculate in the cofactor matrix. Then the next we need to calculate this value. Okay, guys, let's calculate now. Okay, let's do it now. So we check this answer first, okay? Okay, so let's check your, okay. Let's check the answer. Negative 17, negative 9, 15, then negative 23, negative 13, 21, 18, negative 10, and negative 16. Okay, students, do you get the same answer for cofactor? Is it the same answer?
Miss, I get 9 instead of negative 9 and 23 and 13 instead of the negative.
So you see the differences here. Okay, do you? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. So 3 times negative 7, negative 21. Negative 21 plus 12. So it's negative 9. We have a negative sign. So it's a positive 9. Yes. Okay. So positive 9 here. Okay, then next one. 5 times negative 7, negative 35 plus 12. So it's negative 23, then with a minus sign. So positive. Okay. Okay, correct. Then, okay, so next one, negative 7 minus 6, negative 13.
Oh, sorry, miss, it's negative 21, not negative 13.
Oh, okay, you are referring to this one. Okay, 1 times 6, 6 plus 15, 21 minus 21. Yes, correct. So this one should be minus 21. Okay, yeah. Sorry about the sign. Okay, so negative 13 correct, negative 21. Okay, so the rest correct. Okay, okay. Okay, next one. So next one is the yes.
Is negative 10 correct? I got 1 for that.
You got 1. Okay, then we check. Okay, is it the determinant is correct? 1 times 4 is 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6, so 4 plus 6, 10. So 10, then minus 10.
Oh, mine is 1, negative 2, 3, and negative 7.
Okay, wait. Third row, second column. Okay, can you see I'm for this position means you are blocking the third row and the second column.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
It's okay, it's okay. So y'all can check with me. Okay, yeah, so negative 10 is correct. Okay, any other thing that you want to clarify?
Nope.
Okay, so now we proceed to the, okay, after you done the cofactor matrix, so the next is the adjoint of the matrix. So adjoint of matrix is actually transpose of the matrix. So that means for the transpose of the cofactor matrix, so this is your answer, right? Okay, so you just need to find the transpose. So I put a T here. Can you see? Capital T on the right hand side, top of the right. Okay, so transpose means you need to change the row to column. So the first row, you write it as a first column, negative 17, then 9 and 15. So second row will be 23, negative 13, negative 21. So third row becomes the third column. So we have 18, negative 10, and negative 16. Okay, so we transpose it. Okay, then we call it as an adjoint of matrix. Okay, after we calculate the cofactor, then come to adjoint of matrix, then the last we can find the inverse of the matrix. So to find the inverse of the matrix, okay. Okay, so this is a matrix that you want to find. Okay. Okay, so remember how you find how you write the notation, okay? So when you want to indicate that is an inverse, so we will put a superscript of -1 here, right? Means the inverse, okay? So inverse of the matrix is actually equals to 1 over determinant. So just now we got the determinant as a -2. Okay, -2. So that means 1 over -2. Then you need the adjoint of the matrix. Okay, adjoint of the matrix. So adjoint of the matrix, which is here. Okay, this is adjoint of the matrix. Okay, so you just multiply with the adjoint of the matrix and then you simplify them. Okay, so the first one we have 17 over 2, then 23, -23 over 2, then 18 over -2, so which is -9. Okay, then -9 over 2, so 13 over 2, then -10 over -2, so +5, then -15 over 2, then +21 over 2, then +8. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay. Okay, is there any question?
No question, Miss.
Okay, okay. So now let's proceed. Okay, so this is a calculation for the inverse. So inverse will already spend a lot of time. Okay. Okay, then let's move on to the. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think before we move on to the next question, number 5 done. So the next we will continue with the questions involve solving of the simultaneous equation. Okay, so let me give you a 10 minutes break. Okay, so almost 3:30 already. Just now start 2:30. Okay, so 10 minutes break, then we will come back to solve the simultaneous equation by using the inverse matrix method. Okay, 10.
Miss, can you show the 5B again?
5B, yeah? Okay, hold on.
Miss, for the cofactor, right?
Yes.
Once you have written everything in the bracket, like all the determinants, do we have to write it again, like in the bracket? What I mean is,
you mean this answer? Is it this one?
yeah, can we just straight go to the answer, or do we need to show the working, like how we got that answer?
Oh, okay. You mean can you show this answer instead of showing this part? Is it?
Yeah, no, after that part, do I have to show the working of expanding it like -1 times -7?
No need. I think if you can show some things like what I'm showing here, this one and this one is good enough.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, because
like for example, like determinant, right? Okay, I think you of course, you must show this part, the first row.
Okay.
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 Then the final answer.
Okay. So the middle one, no need.
Yeah, middle one still fine.
Okay, miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So just now someone say want to have a workings for B, is it? Do you want to see the bottom or the top?
The bottom is enough.
Okay, bottom. Okay, wait. This one can't shift to the left. Okay. Okay, so I leave the board, okay, so you can check the workings again, okay, so we come back after 10 minutes. Okay, students, let's continue. Okay, let me take the attendance first. Okay, take your attendance. Four more students. Three more. Who else? Two more. Benny? Benny, I thought Benny is here.
Yes, miss, I'm having a network issue.
Sorry? Okay, Benny, yeah, is it?
Yes.
Okay, then mark your attendance. Okay, so all present. Let's continue. Okay, now we have done number 5. Then we continue to number 6. Okay, so for questions number 6, right, solve the following simultaneous equations by using the inverse matrix method. Okay, so this one is two unknowns. Then you need to solve it by 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so now before we start, okay, we need to write the simultaneous equation into the matrix form, right? Into the matrix form. So when we start with A, okay, if we write it in the matrix form, okay, then it will be, looks like this, okay? So we'll write the coefficient in one matrix. So coefficient will be a 2 by 2 matrix, so which is 3, 1, -1, and 3. Okay, then the second matrix is unknowns, so we must follow the sequence. According to the equation, x come first, right? Followed by y. Okay, then another matrix at the right hand side is come from the values from the right hand side of the equation, so which is -7 and 9. Okay, so that's how we write the represent the equations into the matrix form. Okay, so now how we actually solve these unknowns using the inverse matrix. Okay, so since you would like to find the values of x, y, right? Okay, so to solve for the values of x, y means I need to transpose the matrix of 3, 1, -3, 3, this matrix, okay, this matrix to the right hand side. Okay, so how we put it to the right hand side, then we need to find the inverse of the matrix. Okay, inverse of 3, 1, -1, and 3, then multiply with the -7 and 9. Okay, so that's how we actually solve for the x and y. Okay, So this is the, that means we need to find the inverse of the matrix. Okay, we need to find the inverse of the matrix. Okay, so now to solve the inverse of the matrix, okay, so first we need to find the determinant, right? Okay. Okay, so let's find the determinant. Okay, so find the determinant of the matrix. Then we're using this one, the straight line. Okay, so can I have the determinant from Wayne? Cryptacon, can you mute your mic? Okay, Wei Huan, what is a determinant? Negative 31. Okay, so let me, negative 31. Negative 31, I don't think so. Can you see 3 times 3, 9, minus negative 1? So it's 10, correct. Okay, so it's 1 over 10. Okay, so next, how about the adjoint of the matrix? Okay, remember we need to swap these two values, but after swapping it's still the same. Then we need to inverse the sign, right? Okay, can I have students to give me the adjoint of the matrix? Next, students, Manheng. Okay, what should I write? The adjoint of the matrix?
3 and negative 1.
Okay, then?
1 and 3.
1 and 3, correct. Okay, thank you. So the next part, okay, don't bring in the determinant first. So let's get the multiplication of these two matrices. The last we bring in the determinant will be easier to solve. Okay? Okay, so since this is a 2 by 2 matrix and this is a 2 by 1 matrix, so you will get an answer in 2 by 1 matrix. Okay, so 2 by 1 matrix. Okay, so now that means we are taking this row and multiply with this column. Then second row multiply with the column, okay, to get the answer, right? Okay, so what is the values at the top? Can I have another student? Saad? Okay, tell me the values at the top.
It's minus 21.
Okay, minus 21, then?
Minus 21 and minus 21 minus 9.
Very soft. Can you speak louder?
Can you hear me now?
I still can't really hear it clear. Or can you put in the chat box? Okay, thank you. Very soft, and then I think I heard something like a sound like a wind. Okay, so we wait for the answer from, okay. So negative 21 and negative 9, is it? Okay, negative 21 and negative 9, is it? Okay, negative 27 minus 9. Not correct. Oh, you are saying that, oh, sorry. You are saying that negative 21 minus 9, is it? Negative 21 minus 9. So I guess it's trying to say negative 21 minus 9. Okay, so that means, okay, negative 21, 3 times negative 7, negative 21 minus 9 for the values at the top. How about the values at the bottom? It's negative 7 plus 27. Okay. So we have a negative 30. So at the bottom is 20. Okay, so negative 30 and 20. So we bring in the 1 over 10, multiply 1 over 10, each number. So we have negative 3 and 2. Okay, so that means our x is negative 3, the y is actually 2. Okay, that's how we find the answer. Okay, now I want you to do question B. Okay. Can see the workings, right? Okay, so now I want every one of you do questions B. Okay, so everyone doing questions B. Okay, later I will ask the students to post the solution. Give you 5 minutes. We still have 2 more questions. Okay, so that's already done. Okay, then we wait for others. Okay, Sutesh, since you already done, maybe you can tell me the, for those already done, maybe you can tell me what is your final answer. That means what is a x, what is a y? You can put it in the chat box. Those already done, what is a x, what is a y? Okay, Wei Huan got 3, negative 1. Jin Yan also 3, negative 1. Okay, so, okay guys, for this kind of the questions, right, simultaneous equation, after you got the values of x and y, how you check whether your answer is correct? How do you check whether your answer is correct? Is there any way to check? Yes,
we can do the
to the equation.
Sorry, one by one. Okay, yes?
We can do the normal simultaneous equation and just check the answer.
Okay, solve the normal simultaneous equation. Okay, any better way? Another student mentioned just now.
Yeah.
Sub back to the equation.
Sorry?
The x and y sub back to the equation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the second suggestion is to substitute into the equation. Yes, correct. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, okay, you all say you get x equals to 3, y equals to negative 1. Okay, so that means you just need to substitute into the equation 2x plus 9y equals to negative 3, right? So when you substitute 2 times 3, then 9 times negative 1. So when you solve this, okay, 6 minus 9, you manage to get negative 3. The value is tally. So when the value is tally means your answer is correct. So this one is easier than if you are solving simultaneous equation. If you solve it simultaneously, you still need to conduct some calculation. And can you see 2 by 2 still easy to solve? When you have 3 by 3 matrix, then it's not that easy to solve the simultaneous equation. Then you can just substitute back, okay, to actually know whether to verify whether your answer is correct or not. Okay? Okay, right? So I say check on calculator. We don't talk about calculator. If you want to say calculator, there's a lot of the online calculator. So I just don't say about calculator, okay? Online calculator, there's a lot, okay? Then that means the easiest is substitute, okay? Supposed to be, okay. So Manning say, oh, my answer is x equals to 3. Oh, now change already. Yeah, 3 and negative 1, correct. Okay, right. Can I have a students to show me the solution Okay. So, Jingyan, can you post your solution? Yes or no? Okay. So let's wait for Jingyan's solution. Okay. So sometimes I will also randomly pick some students and check, have a look with the solution. And at the same time, sometimes students say, okay, the answer is the same, okay? But when I check the solutions, I will found certain solution, maybe something is not right, okay? Then I can correct your solution as well, okay? That's why sometimes I will still ask for the solution. Okay, so while waiting for Jingyan, okay? So next will be 7. Come to 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, later for 3 by 3 matrix, I will do the calculation for the inverse not the determinant, the inverse of the matrix again. Okay. So because I know the calculation for 3 by 3 is more complicated, so we may need to repeat for a few times until you really understand it. Okay. Okay, so this is the solution. Okay, now let's have a look with the solution from students. Jingyan, 2957. Okay, make sure you write it in the matrix correctly. -38, correct. Okay, then look for the determinant. So 2 times 7, 14 minus 45, correct. Then this is the adjoint of the matrix. Swap the 7 and 2, inverse the sign. -9, -5, correct. 2 and 7, then -3, 8. Then calculate for the multiplication of the matrix. Okay, so the determinant is -31, correct. So, okay, then multiply the matrix. Then you get -93 over 31. Then calculate 3 and -1, correct. Okay, yes. So the workings from Jingyan is correct. Okay. Now let's proceed to the next question. Number 7. Okay, so for number 7, you have to solve the following simultaneous equation by the inverse matrix method. Okay, so first you must write it in the matrix form, right? Okay. So for the first row, we have 1x, 1y, 1z. So we write 1, 1, 1. Second row, we have 2, -3, and 4. And the third row, we have 3, -2, -2. The coefficient for the x, y, z. So for the second matrix, x, y, z. Okay, so for the right hand side, we have 4, 33, and 2. So these are the values at the right hand side of the equation, 4, 33, and 2. Okay, so next we need to find the x, y, z. Concept is the same as 2 by 2. So that means we need to find the inverse of the matrix, multiply with the 4, 33, and 2. Okay, so now the inverse of the matrix we're going to have a lot of calculations to do. Okay, so let's do the calculation for this inverse. Okay, then first we need the determinant, right? Okay, we need the determinant. So let's start with the determinant of the matrix. So I put 2 straight line. Okay, so remember, 2 straight line for determinant. Okay, now let's find the determinant. Okay. Okay, so who haven't answered any question yet? Okay. Yeah. Saad, how we find the determinant? Okay, so remember we must have a positive sign, then negative sign, then positive sign. Okay, so I think it would be easier if we are using first row, right? Okay, first row, all the values are 1. Okay, so you may not need to write the values of 1. Then Saad, can you give me the 4 values in the first determinant?
It's now -3, -2.
Okay.
-3, -2.
Again, cannot hear you. Okay, can you put it in the chat box?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So you just type the first row and then followed by the second row. Maybe the first row, comma, second row, or you just put an enter so you will go to the next row. Okay. Okay. -3. Okay, you write it by column. Okay. So -3, -2, 4, -2. Okay. So second determinant. Second determinant, Saad. Two, 3, 4, -2. Okay. And the third one, Saad. The third one. Okay, 2, 3, -3, and -2. Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, so can I have next students give me the final answer? Ziyi, what is the final answer? Ziyi, are you here? Ziyi?
14.
14.
14 for the first one.
Oh, 14 for the first one. Okay, then?
Then -16.
Okay, then?
Yeah, -16. And then 5.
Okay, so final answer?
25.
25 or 35?
35.
Okay, 35, correct. Oh yeah, by the way, Ziyi, remember last time, okay, sorry, the other students in just for a while. Okay, Ziyi, remember last time your name in the Moodle is wrong, right? Yeah, I already, I talked to the admin, so then admin suggests me to get the assistant from the help desk. So today I raised it to help desk and they already changed it in Moodle already. So your name right now is correct in Moodle.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
thank you, Miss.
because yeah, because I'm worried that in the future we already started to have assessment. In the future, when admin compile the result, then there will be a confusion. Okay, Ziyi and the wrong name with the wrong name. Okay. Okay, so settle the issue.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, so let's continue with the determinant done. So the next things we need to find, the cofactor. So there is a lot of the calculation for the cofactor matrix. Okay, so now let's start with the now, so remember the sign pattern, okay? So this is a sign pattern. You have to memorize the sign pattern. Okay, so for this sign pattern, let's start with the first one. We have a positive sign, then negative sign, then a positive sign, okay? Okay, so can I have next students? Okay, Samuel? Okay, give me the values in the determinant. Samuel, are you here, Samuel?
Yes.
Okay,
so
just...
2, 2 negative, 3 at the bottom 3.
Okay, 2, 3.
Negative 3. Wait, sorry, wrong one. Start off with negative 3, negative 2, 4, negative 2.
Okay, second one?
2, then 3, 4, negative 2.
Okay, last one?
2, 3, negative 3, negative 2.
Yep, correct. Okay, so next, next students. Okay, can I pick others that I ask? Okay, so start from top again. Okay, Excel. Give me the sign for second row. Excel, are you here?
Negative. Positive, negative.
Okay, negative, positive, negative. Okay, now give me the value for the first one here. Okay, okay.
1, 1.
Okay.
Negative 2, negative 2.
1, 1, negative 2, negative 2. Okay, how about second one?
1, 1. 3, negative 2.
Okay, last one?
1, 1. 3, negative 2.
Okay, correct. Thank you. Okay, so next person, Benny. Okay. Give me the sign first, Benny.
Positive, negative, positive.
Okay, correct. Then these are the determinant. Can I have the values inside the determinant? Okay, so the first one at the bottom. Benny? What is the value?
I'm trying to get it.
So can you see this position is in the third row and first column. So you're blocking the third row and the first column. Okay, so I repeat again. Okay, this value is at the third row, first column. So you're blocking the first row and third column. Okay, now can you tell me?
Then it's It's 1, 1, negative 3, 4.
Okay, then how about the second one?
1, 1, 2, 4.
1, 1, 2, 4, yes. Okay, how about the third one?
1, 1, 2, negative 3.
Okay, correct. Okay, that's the way. Okay, you're using the position of the element then to block the column and the row, then you get the value. Okay, Benny, can you understand now?
Yeah, I now get it. Thanks.
Okay, so that's how we actually get the cofactor. Then the next, we need to calculate the value. Okay, so let's calculate the value. Okay, so students, I write my answer. Let me know if I have any mistakes here. Okay. I think this one should be correct. Okay, so check your answer. Is this correct?
Yes, Miss, correct.
Correct, huh? Okay, tally with your answer, huh? Okay, so after we calculate, this is a cofactor of the matrix. Okay, so what we need to do for the next is to get the transpose of the matrix, which is the adjoint of the matrix, huh? Okay, so to get the adjoint of matrix, okay, so means you need to transpose this matrix. Okay, so find the transpose of the matrix. Huh? So when we transpose this matrix, that means if row become column, column become rows. Okay, can I have students to tell me? Okay, Ilalam?
Yes, miss.
Okay, what is the transpose? After transpose, what we get for the first column?
It will be 14, 16, and 5.
Okay, second column?
0, negative 5, 5.
Okay, third column?
7, negative 2, negative 5.
Okay, that means you know it very clear. Okay, good, Ilalam. Okay, so this is the adjoint of the matrix by transposing the cofactor of the matrix. So now for the adjoint of the matrix, okay, then we need to okay, so for the next working, so you need to take 1 over determinant. So our determinant just now is 35. Huh? Okay, 35, so 1 over 35. Then multiply with the, okay, multiply with the adjoint of the matrix. Okay, then you have to multiply with the 4, 33, and 2. So as I say, we will multiply the matrices first. Okay, multiply these two matrices. Since 3 by 3 and 3 by 1, you will get the answer in 3 by 1. So don't bring in the 1 over 35 first. Okay, so get the answers for the matrices. Okay, so remember, you are taking the rows times column. Okay, taking the rows times column, then you get the answer. Okay, can I have students to give me the answers in the matrix? What are the answers in the matrix, students? Anyone?
70.
70, then?
105.
105, is it positive?
Or negative 105.
Okay, then last?
175.
Yes, thank you. Okay, So after we get this answer, then we just need to bring in the 1 over 35. Each one multiplied with negative 1 over 35. So our final answer will be 2, negative 3, and 5. Okay, so can you see for this 3 by 3 matrix, right, is we may tend to make some careless mistake. So, okay, this is your x, y, and z. So that means your x is 2, your y is negative 3, and your z is 5. So as I said just now, how you verify your answer? So for the answers that you get, you just substitute back to the equation. If you get it tally, the best you can try two of the equation. First one, if you substitute is correct, normally it's correct, but you can verify with the second equation. When you substitute, the value is tally, means your answer is correct. Okay, so that's how we get the calculation. Okay, so now the last one. Okay, okay, is there any question? Is that clear so far? Is that
Yeah,
clear
clear,
so
miss. Yeah,
yes,
clear.
sir. Okay, so one last question. Okay, okay. Okay, so for questions 8, right, they mentioned the laws are used to determine current equation in an electrical network. So the I here is the current, okay? So that's why they say current equation. So the current equation in, there are 3 equations. So the I1, I2, I3 are the current. So which is they are unknown, and you need to determine the values of the I1, I2, and I3 here. Okay, so you don't need to care what is the laws that mentioned here. So it's not actually affect our calculation. So what you need to do here is to get the unknowns for I1, I2, and I3. That's it. Okay, so you just need to solve for the unknown. Okay, basically just like a solving a simultaneous equation for 3 unknowns only. Okay, so since they're required by using the inverse matrix, so you need to solve this using the inverse of the matrix. Okay, so the first step, we need to write the equations into the matrix form. Before I start, okay, so can I have students to tell me, Kritakon, what is first matrix, first row? Kritakon, are you here?
Yes.
Yes.
So 1, positive 8, 3.
Okay,
Positive
second
3.
row?
3, negative 2, positive 1. 2, negative 3, positive 2.
Second
Okay,
matrix?
I1, I2, I3.
And the third?
Negative 31, negative 5, 6.
Okay, correct. Okay, so that's how we write it. And the next, we need to solve for the I1, I2, and I3 by the inverse of the matrix, then multiply with the negative 31, negative 5, and 6. Okay, okay, so now, so let's find the determinant. I want everyone to do it now. Okay, so we get the determinant. Okay, so I think by now, all of you should know how to do the calculation for the determinant. Okay. So if any one of you still have a doubt, okay, please clarify here. For example, how to find the determinant, how to find the cofactor, how to find the inverse and so on, right? Okay. So because after this, we are not going to come back for this one. And your second test is actually cover these topics, okay? Tomorrow we'll try to finish the rest of the topics, okay? So next week is week 6, week 7. Your second test should be around week 8 or week 9, okay? I think according to the intro slide should be week 9, and I'm trying to finish the marking of your test 1 as soon as possible, so that maybe by next week you know your result. Then after that, we'll move on to the second test. Okay, but the topics covered in second test are almost done. Okay. So tomorrow I will continue the teaching. Okay, can I know what is the answer for the determinant? Any one of you? Answer for the determinant?
Negative 48.
Negative 48. Okay, thank you. So should be negative 48. Then next we need to find the cofactor of the matrix, right? The topic covered in second test, not the quiz. Okay, you all have no more quiz, it's test. Okay, second test is only matrix, yes. For final exam, cover the last 2 topics. Your engineering maths is not many topics. It's actually 4 topics only. But of course, 4 topics we cover a lot, especially the third topics. There is a lot of the calculation. And third topics, complex numbers, need a lot of the knowledge from your trigo. Okay? Okay, let me continue this one. Okay, so then we proceed to the cofactor. Okay? So calculate for the cofactor. And remember the sign. Okay, so you can put the sign first, positive, negative, then positive, then negative, positive, then negative, then positive, negative, then positive. Okay, so this is a sign. Okay, then the determinant. Okay, then we put the values, right? Okay. Okay, so can I have students to tell me again what is a value? Okay, Junho, what is the first row value?
First row, negative 2.
Negative 2, then?
1.
1.
Negative 3. 2.
Okay, then second one?
3. 1, 2, 2.
Yeah. Okay, third one?
3, negative 2, 2, and negative 3.
Yes, correct. Okay, so this is correct. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think so far I can see everyone that I'm asking, so you know quite well already. Okay, so let me continue for the next one will be 8, 3, negative 3, and 2. So for this one at the center will be 1, 2, 3, and 2. Okay. 1, 3, 2, and 2. Okay, so last one will be 1, 8, 2, and negative 3. Okay, 1, 8, 2, negative 3. Okay, last one. Okay, 8, 3, negative 2, 1. Okay, then 1, 3, 3, 1. Okay, then the last one, 1, 8, 3, negative 2. Okay, okay, so now okay, check your answer. Okay, so the answer should be negative 1, negative 4, negative 5, negative 25, negative 4, 19, and 14, 8, and negative 26. Okay, so students already done the calculation. Is that correct?
Hi, Miss.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Hi, Miss.
Yes?
Oh, never mind. Correct already.
Correct. Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
Wrong. Okay.
Okay, so next is the adjoint of the matrix. So we just get the transpose of the matrix. So let's find the transpose. Okay, then transpose is very simple, right? Basically, just get the row become the column. Okay, so first row, first column, second row, second column, third row, and third column. Okay, done. So next one, we just need to put it back to the inverse. Okay, so our determinant is negative 48. Okay, then so multiply with the matrices first. Okay, so may I know what is the answer for the matrix? Okay.
240.
Okay, then second one?
192.
192.
Negative 96.
Negative 96, yes. Okay, so when you bring in the negative 1 over 48, you get the answer? Negative 5, negative 4, and positive 2. Okay, guys, do you get the same answer?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so good. Okay, now, so I try to slow down, okay, for this solution because I do aware that the calculation part is a bit more complicated. Okay, so before we, I just want to make sure you really understand before we move on to the next. Okay, so I've already done all the questions regarding the inverse of the matrix. Okay, so now let's have a look what we have gone through today. Okay, so as compared with others, I think the most complicated calculation is just a 3 by 3 matrix. So earlier we have gone through on how to solve the unknowns. Okay, so this is what we have done. Okay, solving the unknown. Okay, the operation, basic operation, addition, subtraction, you should understand, and the scalar multiplication as well. Okay, so this is how we find the inverse of the matrix. Okay, then we have done the inverse for 2 by 2. Okay, inverse for 2 by 2 is much more easier. Then this is an inverse of 3 by 3, which we use it to solve for the simultaneous equation. So we have done question 7, we have done questions 8. Okay, okay, so that's how we solve it. Okay, now, so what we're going to go through from tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, after this class, please upload your solution for today's works. Okay, to the uploads today's work to this team. Okay. So I put a folder for today date. Okay. So you upload here. Okay, for today work. Tomorrow is a 7. Everyone upload the works later. Okay, then what we're going to go through tomorrow. Okay, so remember, as I say, solving simultaneous equation, there are 3 methods. Okay, so you already done the first method, and the first method requires a lot of the calculation. So tomorrow we'll go through second method for solving simultaneous equation, which is a Gaussian elimination method by using the elementary rows operation to solve it. Okay, then after Gaussian elimination method, the last method is a Cramer's rule. Okay, so solving using Cramer's rule. So I think using Cramer's rule might be the one that is easiest. Okay, so these are the third method. Okay, then we finish our topics for matrix. Okay, then I think tomorrow we will finish maybe in the first hour, I'm not sure. Then maybe the second hour, we will just discuss the tutorial question. So these tutorial questions involve the last 2 methods. We involve 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 5 questions. But you may need a lot of calculations here. Looks like not many questions, but calculation. Okay, then I think that's all for today. Any questions before I dismiss the class, students? Is that clear? Everything clear?
Everything clear, Miss?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so then I will see you again tomorrow. Okay, then I will dismiss the class today. Okay, so I think that's all. Okay, bye, students.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Miss.
See you tomorrow. Yes.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Have a good
Thank you,
day.
Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah,
Bye.
same to you. Bye.